Hello everyone. Through this video we are going to discuss on the concept of direct proportion. How can direct proportion be defined? The definition is like this. X is said to be proportional to Y. Here it should be directly proportional to Y if the value of X increases, then the value of Y also increases. Then X and Y are in direct proportion, giving us the relation X by Y is equal to K, where K is constant, means K will not change. This will imply X is equal to KY. So we shall now proceed with the exercise questions. 13.1 exercise we are going to start with. So exercise 13.1, the first question. What does the first question say? Following are the car parking charges near a railway station. Up to 4 hours the charge is rupees 60, 8 hours charge is rupees 100, 12 hours charge is rupees 140, and 24 hours the charge is 180. Check if the parking charges are in direct proportion to the parking time. So we are going to determine the charges per hour. In each case we get the charges per hour as, say, charge for the first case, charge per hour is C1, that is equal to, see, for 4 hours the charge is given to be 60. Therefore for 1 hour how much will it be? 60 by 4, that is equal to rupees 15. Similarly, charge per hour in the second case is what? We have to divide 100 by 8 hours. The result will be like 12.50. Then charge per hour in the third case we get as 140 by, it should be 12, because 12 hours 140 rupees is given. On cancellation and on simplification the result will come as rupees 11.67. Similarly, in the last case it is charge per hour for the last case is rupees, how much? 180 divided by 24, and the result will come as rupees 7.50. So we can see that the charges per hour is not constant, means the values are changing. So what can we say here? As the charges per hour are not same, hence the parking charges are not in direct proportion to the parking time. So this is the answer. In the second case, what is given? A mixture of paint is prepared by mixing 1 part of red pigment with 8 parts of base. In the following table, find the parts of base that need to be added. So the table is like this. Parts of, this is question number 2, parts of pigment. Second is part of base. So here in this case, what values we get? 1, 4, 7, 12, 20. And here I get 8. This part is blank, this is blank, this is blank, this is also blank. So we need to find out the values which are not written here, means blank places are to be filled in. Using the concept of direct proportion, we are to complete this table. So what we shall do here, the ratio of the parts of red pigment and the parts of base is to be taken as A by B. So we shall write, let the ratio of parts of pigment and parts of base be taken as A by B. So in the first case, what do we have? A by B we are getting as 1 by 8. So this will imply what? On cross multiplication we are getting, or just we can say that A by B is equal to K. That is, K is equal to 1 by 8. K is equal to, this implies K is equal to 1 by 8. So if K is equal to 1 by 8, in the rest of the ratios also we should get the same value. In the second case, we have the result for A. That means A2 is given to be 4. B2 is not given. So here what we shall do? A2 by B2 should also be equal to K, because it has to be equal to A1 by B1. So A2 is 4, B2 is not there, K is 1 by 8. On simplification, we shall be getting B2 as the result 32. So second answer comes as 32, means this place can be filled in with 32. This blank place is filled in with 32. Similarly, in the third case, we have A3 as 7 and B3 we don't know. Again, this ratio is equal to, since A3 by B3 has to be equal to K, because all these terms are proportional. So 7 by B3 is equal to 1 by 8. So on cross multiplication, B3 is equal to 7 into 8. We are getting B3 to be 56. Similarly, in the fourth case, In the fourth case, what do we have? A4 we have as 12 and B4 is not known to us. Therefore, we shall be writing A4 by B4 is equal to K again. Then after this is 12. Then B4 is equal to 1 by 8. And on cross multiplication, the result will be like this. 12 into 8, it is 96. After that, in the fifth case, what we shall get? In the fifth case, again A5 is given to be how much? A5 is given to be 20. B5 is not given. B5 is question mark. As we have A5 by B5 is equal to K, that is given to be 20 by B5 is equal to 1 by 8. B5 will become 20 into 8. So B5 is 160. So how can this table be filled in? We can fill up this table with the terms. Here we can write 56. Here we can write 96. Then here we can write 120. So these are the results with which we can fill in these tables. So after this we shall come to question number 3. In question number 3, what is given? In the question 2 above, if one part of a red pigment requires 75 ml of base, how much red pigment should we mix with 1800 ml of base? So in the solution part, what we shall be doing? Let the parts of red pigment to be mixed with 1800 ml BX. The table can be framed like this: parts of red pigment, then the other part is parts of base, So two parts we shall be having here in the table. First part is 1, second part is X. Below it is 75, it is 1800 in ml units. So since they are in direct proportion, when the quantity will be more, the parts will be more. Therefore, since it is in direct proportion, hence by concept of direct proportion we can write what? 1 by 75 is equal to 8 by 1800. X by 1800. So it will be on cross multiplication 75x equals to 1800. So x will be equal to 1800 by 75. So on cancelling we shall be getting the result to be 24 parts. And this is the answer for question number 3. Next is question number 4. In question number 4, what is given? A machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. How many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? So when the time will be more, number of bottles will be more. When the time will be less, number of bottles will be less. So we can say that they are in direct proportion. So here in this case, let the number of bottles be x. The table can be arranged like this. Hours, this is 1, this is x. Then number of bottles, here it is. I made the mistake here. It should be hours. Sorry, there is a mistake. Hours is given to be 6 hours first, then after 5 hours. Number of bottles, in the first case for 6 hours the number of bottles prepared is 840. In the second case it is x, which we don't know. So we are going to find out the value of x. Since it is in direct proportion, therefore 6 by 840 is equal to 5 by x. So let us perform cross multiplication. This will be 6x is equal to 5 into 840. So x will be equal to 5 into 840 divided by 6. So on cancellation, on simplification, we are going to get 700 bottles. And this is the answer. So question number 5 can be solved in the same way. Thank you.